shy. Guys, I would like to thank everyone for coming. I hope you like it, the techniques I show you today. Hope this can help your game. I know anyone has a different game, but the nice thing in Jiu-Jitsu is that we can make different things, and even if I do a different game from him, I can learn, some adjust that I can use on my game, and I really hope that the positions can help your Jiu-Jitsu. Quer falar inglês? Vergonha, porra. Ou fala inglês? Seja. Fala tudo.
Conta esse inglês por favor, já tá falando bem pra caramba.
So now I'm gonna talk about my history in Jiu-Jitsu, how I started, why, and how I am here today. I started Jiu-Jitsu when I was 14 years old to lose some weight. My brother, he always pushed me to practicing, but I didn't like it because there was only men on the gym and I wasn't feel good, not comfortable. But when I watched a tournament in Campo Grande where we live in 2011, I just got really motivated when I saw my family and my friends just yelling to my brother. I just, oh my God, that's what I want to do. I want to compete, I want to be there and, know this feeling. I want to feel this. And 2011, I started to compete, and, I'm here today, living with Jiu-Jitsu, doing what I love. I learned a lot in Jiu-Jitsu. It's changed my life. I can be more thankful. I always say this to my friends because sometimes I say, oh, when you was in the high school and you say you want to leave doing Jiu-Jitsu, I was like, you're crazy, Athletes don't go anywhere. It's really hard to live doing some sport, even in Brazil. But I think the most important thing is like keeping doing, even when it's hard, and even when people in your family, people in your friends, they say, oh, it's really hard. Okay, it's hard, but we need to pass through these hard times to have a good life. I had a lot of injuries. Julio always say this because when I started, I was 17 years old, and my brother said, oh, you're too old. Now you need to train really hard because the girls, they start when they were 13, 12, and you need to work really hard to get your black belt and be a world champion. And it was so, when he said this, I was, oh my God, when I gonna get my black belt, It took a long time, but it passed really fast. My first time here was in the Global Jiu-Jitsu with Marcelo. I was blue belt, and now I'm here in the House of Gym in a new GFTeam like the AK. And Julio and Italo, Gabriel, Israel, Abner, they're doing a really great job here, and it's amazing. Last year, I won my first title as a black belt. Was really, really awesome, and be here today sharing some of my knowledge as a black belt with a lot of black belts. It's even more amazing. I feel really happy and grateful, and that's it. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Alguém queira perguntar alguma coisa para ela?
Julia wants to know if anyone has any questions for her.
I think one of the important factors that a lot of people normally don't ever think about is that it's very difficult for women to get involved in the sport.
Yes.
Normally, the noticeable thing about fighting, it's always been led by men. The guys dominate, the guys this, the guys that. What do you say to those girls, little girls, 12, 13? Ashley, stand up. Ashley is one of the kids that actually goes to where I train, and she's very strong, very motivated, she's got that anger in her, but that motivation of getting her to compete in something like this, I think is what she needs. What do you say to somebody like her?
Wow.
You come here. You come here.
Ele, tipo, que coisa tu falaria pra motivar ela, assim, porque o jiu-jitsu é uma parada, assim, essas coisas de luta, assim, normalmente é dominada pelo homem, assim, e pra motivá-la, pra incentivar ela pra treinar mais, competir, que é o próximo passo pra ela, de repente, entendeu?
Por que ela não fez seminário? Why is she not here?
Her two brothers
It's all
are here.
American teenagers, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Her two brothers are here, that's Ethan and JP. Say hi. Say hi. Nobody nervous.
No? You want to compete? No.
She's in that stage. That's what I'm trying to get her to.
You want to compete? No? You don't know? I think you need to try. You train, right? So, do you like train Jiu-Jitsu? A lot of people looking at me. Don't look at them.
Thanks, it's Dr. Joe.
That's why we're here.
Daddies, they do this. Well, don't be nervous. Look, I used to get really nervous when I started training. My gym only had men. That's why I stopped training, because I was like shy. Oh, I'm the only girl here, only guys talking, you know. But I think you need to get a motivation from something. You know, my brother, he was like, oh, you need to train, you need to train. And I know, I don't want to. I don't like to do Jiu-Jitsu. And some years later, I was there watching him competing, and I was like, oh my God, why I stopped training Jiu-Jitsu? You know, why I lose a lot of years? Because that's what I want. So if you find a motivation to compete, I know your dad wants.
That's
your
her
dad?
dad.
Your dad? Your dad?
Dad.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
daddy.
Okay, the daddy wants you to compete, but the most important is you. You know, you need to have this. You know, but of course, it's really good for your mind, for your. Como é que fala autoconfiança?
Self-esteem.
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence, you know, you're young. Jiu-Jitsu has been growing a lot with men, women. So if you find a motivation, just go. Compete. If you don't like it, just do for hobby. But maybe that's your, you know, what you gonna love to do. Maybe you're gonna compete and you're gonna, oh my God, I want to compete. Maybe you don't, and that's okay too. Jiu-Jitsu, it's good for compete or just to stay here with your friends, you know. That's it.
Thank you.
I thought you was. big.
Mais alguém, Jay?
Any more questions?
Thanks, Instructor Joe.
Ô, Jay, eu quero perguntar uma coisa aí, você traduz pra mim?
Sim, claro, velho.
Eu acompanhei a trajetória dela e, ao mesmo tempo que ela tinha o Rodolfo como ídolo e irmão, a cobrança era muito maior por ela ser irmã do Rodolfo.
Sim.
Até um dia que a gente começou a falar que antigamente ela era irmã do Rodolfo. E desde quando ela passou a ser a Carol sozinha, que querendo ou não, acho que ela teve os mesmos resultados que o Rodolfo teve, né? Então como é que ela passou por isso, por essas fases? Porque não é mole como essa.
Agora o Rodolfo é irmão da Carol.
So Julia wanted to ask a question to her, just for everyone to hear too. I don't think what a lot of people realize is that how much pressure was on top of her too, being Adolfo's sister, you know, because when she started to compete, that's when Adolfo had won the worlds, his weight in the open weight. And I remember when you were like a white belt, competing there in Niterói. And so he wants to know that, like, before everyone you just knew her as Adolfo's sister, you know, and now she's had pretty much all the same results that Adolfo's had through all the belts, all the exact same titles, you know. And now everybody knows her as Carol, you know, so he wants to know kind of your perspective on that, how that was tough.
Yeah, in the beginning, some people used to say, she won because she's Rodolfo's sister. Like, what? You know? Okay, I'm his sister. He always helped me a lot with everything. You know, my jiu-jitsu is basically like him's, but he always said, baby, don't worry about what people gonna say. You don't need to, like, don't let this pressure, you know, be on you. Just go, do what you like to do, and don't care about the people talking, you know. But after I won my brown belt world title in 2016, people stopped calling me like Rodolfo Vieira's sister, you know, the Gracie Maggie, Tatami, they like put Ana Carolina Vieira won her brown belt world title, you know, but it's okay. For me, it's an honor be Rodolfo Vieira's sister. I know he's a legend. I love him. He's my inspiration in Jiu-Jitsu. And that's never, like, made me mad, you know? But sometimes I was like, why people say this, you know? It's genetic. Genética? Como é que fala? Genetic? Yeah. And no, it's not only this. I training hard, you know? I'm training really hard to win. And he's not there competing for me. I wish he could because it would be more easy. But that's it. Sometimes people say a lot of bad things and you don't need to worry. Just let him talk, and as always Julia said, just go there and show them doing what you do, you know. Just go there, do your jiu-jitsu, win or lose, but, you know, head up. That's it.
Ô, Jay, eu até pedi o Serjão pra fazer mais filho na Cristina. Até pedi o Serjão pra fazer mais filho na Cristina.
Pediu mesmo ano passado. Ele gritou.
Fechou?
Fechou.